Good evening, and welcome to Creative Broadcasting, the station of unlimited possibilities, presents Creating Your Seat at the Table with your host, Ashley Little, as she welcomes her guest to the table.
We're going to get some awesome wisdom and knowledge from you. So please tell us, Charessa, more about your entrepreneur journey.
Oh wow, what a journey it has been. I moved here to Atlanta. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. I moved here from North Carolina. I'm from a rural community. The county is called Pamlico County. Usually when people ask me where you're from, I have to say I'm from close to Raleigh because most people haven't heard of it. So entrepreneurship has always been really deep in my heart. Really didn't know what it was when I was in college. I love events. I love film. I love putting things together. And I was doing that free of charge, just doing it because it's a passion of mine. And also doing various projects for the community. Why? Because it's a passion of mine. And I also saw me growing up, my mom just giving and giving and giving. Even when she didn't have much, she still was giving. So I moved here to Atlanta when I turned 30, and I decided, I wanted to step out here and really jump into this entertainment event world in a different city, in not the country, which is where I'm from, and really have a time where I can learn more about entrepreneurship, learn more about networking and what that all means, and how as entrepreneurs we can work together to build fabulous events, do great work in the community, and just do great things. And I believe that that's what my journey has been about, is really supporting the community through events and through programs that are really knowledge-based.
Yeah, so I just want to commend you for creating this space, and I was able to, I see you in action at Essence this past July, and as for all our listeners that are listening, Charessa is amazing, and she's an amazing event planner, and she definitely connects with people, and she practices what she preaches. So thank you for creating this space and being able to be a giver and a servant leader. Thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you for having me. I think it's really important for other entrepreneurs to really support one another, because it is a struggle, it is a fight at times, and you need your sisters and brothers to help you through the journey. So I think it's really important for us to be that support to one another.
Yes, it is. It's so important. So, Charessa, you are very passionate about supporting and celebrating others through events and productions with purpose.
Yes.
Please tell us more about your passion. I know we spoke a little bit about it, but tell us more about that. Why is celebrating others so important when trying to get to the next level?
Because there's this young lady here in Atlanta that I met actually maybe less than a year ago. And one of the things that she says all the time is that we're stronger together. And she talks about that based on, her nonprofit organization. And we work alongside her nonprofit organization. And that's so true. And no matter where you are or what industry you're in, if you're working together, you are stronger together. There's more people that you can feed, more people that you can help. I'm not the only entrepreneur out here. I'm not the only one that needs to eat, So many of us need those same resources. So if I have a resource that could be supportive or that can help someone else, then why not, help that person? Of course, we have our limitations and boundaries on how we do things, but I think it's important that we do work together in order to help each other succeed, because it is a journey. It is a difficult journey, and we need each other.
I love that. And I love what you said about we all can eat, right? And when people have to learn that, right? When people understand that and, build genuine relationships without an agenda, things will go so much smoother, right? So we just have to be genuine with our relationships and literally want to be a servant leader and don't expect nothing back, when you're a giver, be able to you should come from the heart, right? You should want to master that, like you said in your bio, mastering those relationships, because relationship currency is more than money.
Right, right. And you also understand that all relationships aren't going to be the same. So, and all relationships aren't going to last, So there may be relationships that are in your life for a season. They always say, things happen sometimes in a season for a reason. And, sometimes, those, the seasons change. So if you understand that, then, and it's not that the person is trying to be an opportunist, if you will, but seasons do change. And, that's just kind of how the roller coaster of life is seasons change, you meet people, you learn from that person learns from you, and then you move forward and you hopefully you're able to implement, whether it's good or bad, but implement those things into, your walk, your journey. If I learned something from another person that I've worked with and it wasn't too great, then I know not to do it. I know that
Right.
to do that. Now I've just learned what not to do in my business because somebody else taught me that. So I think all relationships are important in some way, and just understand that those relationships are not going to be the same. They're not going to give you everything that you want, but if you pay attention, they're going to give you what you need.
Yes, I love it. They're going to give you what you need. And like you said, when you sometimes, lessons learned, right? You have to take it as a lesson learned, but it was needed for you to be able to go through it, right? But shake it off and keep going. That's the key. Yes. So, Charessa, you are the CEO and visionary of SC Visionary Planning and Production Services. So please tell us more about your company and how we can support.
Oh, my goodness. See, again, I have loved events for a very long time. And, I realized it wasn't even just events. I love taking things that are all like it's like a puzzle to me. Everything is a movie to me, actually. And my book, I talk about that. So, I love taking somebody's vision, their thoughts, and kind of help them to put it together, and then watch that movie premiere at the end. And that's what SC Visionary Services does as our event company. We work with a client, we provide one-on-one services. And one of the things that I understand, my background is in therapy, social work and therapy. So I've been able to take my background in therapy and kind of bring it into my business, because many people may not think about it, but for event planning, people go through a lot. There's a lot of stress that comes with it. There's a lot of stressors. So we have to know how to manage that and manage our feelings as we're going through these beautiful events. So I just love the way that my team and I connect with our clients. That at the end of the day, their vision, we serve that purpose, and they can, whatever it was that they were thinking of, that we were able to help them see it turns into reality for them. They really get that movie premiere that they were expecting, and that's what we do. I'm not. A lot of my events are. I try to tell people, it's not about the gift bags that you receive at the end of those events. It's about the knowledge, the people the knowledge that you receive, the what you feel in your heart, and what you can really take home with you and put into play. Not just the gift bag that you end up throwing away, but what did you learn from that event? What did you feel from that event? And how can you now take all of that into your own life? And that could be a birthday party. We don't do a lot of birthday parties, but I realize the purpose of all events that our clients are asking us to help them produce.
Yes, and that is so, so, so important, right? And definitely being able to have those types of services and being able to help other people, bring their visions to life has to be an amazing experience, correct?
It's fun. It's fun. It's so fun. Again, it's a movie for me, so it's amazing to watch them smile. I love to see other people smile. So we know we've done our job when not only that our client smiles and has a good time and is happy, but her or his guests or their participants, they are doing the same thing. That makes us happy. That tells us that we've served our purpose for that particular project.
Yes, and that's key, right? When they're inviting you back, and when your people are happy and continuing to come back, that's when you did a good job.
Right, that word of mouth. They tell people about you.
Yes, yes. So we talked a lot about in the beginning about helping others, working with others and serving others. So
Right.
I'm very big on collaboration myself, and I believe that we all can win. So,
Right.
Charessa, what is your definition of effectively collaborating?
Effectively collaborate, and my definition of that would be, when two groups or two individuals or more come together with a particular cause, and they're able to break down their understanding themselves of what their cause is and put it to play, put it to work. They work equally together towards that project or towards that cause. I don't think collaborating should be hard or made. It's not something that's difficult to do. I think we as individuals make it difficult, but I don't think it's something that's difficult to do if you both are set on that purpose or that cause. You know what it is that you're trying to accomplish, and you're at the end, your back end of it is helping other people to receive something, whatever it is that they're receiving something. You both have that in mind, then I think it'll work.
Yeah, helping other people receiving something. Yes, reciprocal relationships, right? That's so important
Right.
because I think sometimes people don't really know what it means to effectively collaborate, and it's really building those relationships and it being reciprocal and adding value to each other, right? Adding value
Hmm.
where both people are walking away with abundance.
Exactly. Both people or both groups.
That's the key.
That's the key. Both. Both.
So you, and
So
now that
yeah.
we're talking about that, you are passionate about mastering those relationships and building those networks. So what are some
Hmm.
strategies that you would give to our listeners when it comes to mastering relationships and building networks?
Yeah, know what you want, number one. Let's
Mhm.
start there.
Mhm.
Know what you want, know what you need. Know what it means, like you just said, to reciprocate, and what does that mean for you and for the other person. So my first thing is know what you want. That would be the first strategy. And two will be um, making sure that you're connecting with like-minded people. I think
Mhm.
sometimes we just because somebody is doing something great that we need to be working with that person. When in fact that may not even be. That's not the case. Just make sure that you're working with like-minded people. Um, that's big, and do your research. Do your research
Mhm.
on whomever you're working with and whatever the project is that you're working on. Make sure you're doing your research. I think if you do those three things, everything else will start falling in line for you.
Yes. Keyword, do your research. I love that you said that and shine somebody on that area. Because if they're not helping other people, then what makes you think that they'll be a great person to collaborate with, right?
Exactly,
and,
exactly.
and
If that person's all about the money and you're or all about the bag rather, that's what they say now, right? So if that person is all about the bag and you're not necessarily all about the bag, you're probably gonna bump heads at some point or another. So you want to make sure that you guys are like minded, and you know what you want. Do your research.
yes, do your research. That's key, 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 and key. So, so important for our listeners that are listening. So tell us more about your organization Charge Up campaign and how we can get involved
Oh,
and support.
yes, yes, yes. So Charge Up campaign is my nonprofit organization. It's a 501c3 nonprofit that supports and celebrates cancer survivors, caregivers, and healthcare professionals. We primarily focus on the mental health of the individual. We, of course, want to educate people about cancer, not just breast cancer, but all cancers. But we really try to have a good time with with the individual, and have them help them realize that they're still here. Help them to have fun. We do pajama jams. We do galas. Um, we provide self care kits and strategies, things of that nature that can help them carry on, even though they're fighting this fight. We focus a lot, especially now. This is Caregivers Month. November is. So we want to try to focus a little bit more on our caregivers. We call them our silent warriors. So these are individuals who are fighting that fight, but are behind the scenes, but are still dealing with stressors and anxieties and things of that nature because of their loved one directly being affected by cancer. So our nonprofit kind of, tries to come in and bring more life into the situation that they may be experiencing. Um, and we have fun. At the end of the day, that's what we we do. We have a good time, and make sure that those that we're serving are having a good time. Those self-care kits that we give out, we take them to, some of the hospitals around here. We take them to some of the homes of individuals who are dealing with cancer or their caregivers. We provide them with empowerment messages. Sometimes people just want to hear a message when they're feeling down. So we provide them with those that type of inspiration or motivation for them to keep moving and keep fighting. So we do things that are going to literally charge people up to stay in the fight, and to continue to live life even when it looks bleak. So that's what Charge Up is all about. Again, we like to have a good time. My goal is to, you know, encourage smiles. At the end of the day, that's what it is, encouraging smiles. My mom is a breast cancer survivor, so that's the backstory. And my mom's a breast cancer survivor. I realized that we were focusing so much on the cancer and not my mom that we were forgetting the fact that she's still here and she's still alive. So once we realized that and we started doing things that were more fun and that were focused on her as an individual, as a human being, that's when I saw a different side of her. Her mental seemed to improve, and I felt like she was charged up. She was charging up, and I would like to see those smiles and that joy in other men and women who are fighting cancer. And so that's the backstory for Charge Up. And people can get involved by volunteering with us, contacting us, sending us self-care kits, sitting with a caregiver, sitting with a survivor, or a warrior, and just being there as a part of Charge Up, helping us to charge up the community.
I love that. And thank you for creating that space, right? Using your mom's story, being able to create an organization that was, able to, but you could, share your mom's story and also help other people as well. So thank you.
Right. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. I'm so really passionate about the nonprofit. I'm really, really passionate about the nonprofit and making sure that we're doing what we're supposed to do in the community. Because we just never know how our story is what's going to happen with us, and the support that we need from other people is imperative. And I want to make sure that I'm a part of the smiling crew that help people smile and still fight through.
I love that. I love it. The smiling crew and to help people smile. That is so awesome. So you're welcome. I ask all of my guests this question, Charessa, and you have built multiple tables for yourself. So how did you create your seat at the table?
Honey, I just sat down. I said, listen. I said, at the end of the day, the only person that's responsible for me and my future and my success is going to be me. So it's either do like Tyler Perry said and build your own table and sit there, or you wait for somebody to pull a chair out, and I'm not waiting. Mm-hmm. So, that's what it is. I'm not waiting. And I know that for me, as I build these tables and I sit, around the tables that I'm building, that there are so many other people around me that can have a seat, because I believe in the supporting of others. So I believe that me building it is not just building it for me, and I'm not just sitting down for me, but I'm sitting down for other people as well. So that's it.
I love that. I love it, because it's what we should be doing. We should be making spaces. We should be making spaces for others when we get to the table, and that's what it's all about, making room for others.
Right, and that's why, with my business, with SC Visionary Services, I'm like, okay, I know there's several event planning businesses out there, but okay, we're here too, and there's things that we can do, and to support, to help people bring their visions to life, like you said earlier. And that's why I created Event Therapy Network, so that we can all come together as event industry professionals and sit down at a table, collaborate, do some things. And if we can't collaborate because, we're not of like mind, then let me help you connect with somebody else that you can work with. Because everybody's not a great fit, right? So,
right.
Let us help you do that.
Right. I like that. I love that. And so we all have a process on our journey, right? And a lot of people don't like going through the process, but the process is necessary to get to the next level. So what did failure teach you on your journey?
That I can do it. That's what failure, and I've run into a lot of challenges. I mean, when I moved to Atlanta, I had no earthly idea what I was going to do. All I knew was that Tyler Perry was in Atlanta. I wanted to do events. I wanted to do events. I wanted to get in the entertainment industry, the film, and Tyler Perry's here. Let me figure that out. That's all I knew. And I've run into like a lot of challenges along the way. And what I've learned about that failure, if you will, is that as long as I stand back up, as long as I get myself back up, and I believe in myself that much to get back up, that I have no other choice but to win. No other choice. Period. Like,
and that's what you're doing.
Exactly. And then sometimes, as somebody that's looking, if you're looking at yourself and you know what your goals are, it may not feel like you're winning. It may not feel like you're succeeding or any of that. But if you really sit back, and I tell myself this all the time, if I really sit back and I look at where I've come from and where I know and can feel that I'm going, then I'm already success. Period. It's already here.
Yeah. Having that vision, manifestation.
Yeah. And it's hard. And I'm not, shoot. It's hard. Sometimes I have to get my accountability partner or, call my mom or someone to like help talk life back into me, because it can be really hard, when things aren't going the way that you think they should go. And I think that's important for everyone to have that one other person or someone that you can talk to, because as an entrepreneur, it's up and down. It is a roller coaster. And my background is in therapy. I understand that you got to have somebody else or something that you can connect with to keep you grounded and keep you moving, because it can get tough. But as long as you know that if you fall down, if you stand back up and you just keep putting one foot in front of the other, there's nowhere else you can go but up. You can win. And I tell myself that all the time. I have my affirmations. I can do this. I can win. And I am winning. I have to tell myself that. And I encourage everyone that's an entrepreneur, especially those who are in the event industry, to give yourself affirmations or say affirmations to yourself every morning, and to continue to push yourself to keep moving.
Yes, and that's the key thing. Keep pushing yourself, shake it off, and keep going. Keep going.
Exactly.
So what did success teach you on your journey? Because you're very successful.
So what did success teach me on my journey?
Yes.
That I can fail.
Yeah.
Success has taught me that, that everything that I come up with isn't the right. I may not be able to make it happen right away. And that sometimes I have to stop and put something to the side and focus. It taught me how to focus. It's taught me that I can't do this thing by myself. I've tried that, and I'm done with that. I've tried to do things all alone, and success has taught me that that's not the way to keep moving. That you do need others to help you along the way. Stop trying to do everything. That's one thing I tell people all the time. Stop trying to do everything, because I was that person. I'm trying to be the publicist. I'm trying to be the the social media manager. I'm trying to be every single thing that comes with being an entrepreneur or comes with being successful. But in trying to do that, I'm taking a lot away from myself. And when I find myself doing that now, trying to take over, I have to pull myself back, or either my team, they'll pull me back. And like, okay, this is why you have this person that's helping with this. So success has taught me how to trust other people, how to delegate tasks. That failure, it's not that I'm failing, but there's times where situations aren't going to be in your favor, and that you have to be okay with that. And it's taught me how to pray harder. So I don't think I've prayed as much since I moved here. Now I understand the power of prayer.
And it's powerful, right?
Yes.
Powerful. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So please tell our listeners, Charessa, what you have planned for the rest of 2019. We're in the fourth quarter, and I know you are going to finish strong.
Yeah, we are in fourth quarter, and we are hitting, really knocking on the door to a whole nother decade, honey. A decade.
Yes, yes.
2000, the remainder of the year, we are pretty quiet, really, and that's pretty much on purpose. We've been so busy that I thought it was important for us to take some time. That self care is, that's what success has taught me mostly too. Is that we have to take care of ourselves. And if I didn't have a team that pulled me back the way that they do now and try to, keep me, calm, then I probably wouldn't be where I am today. So I'm so grateful to all my team on the charter side, SE side, because you have to have self care. So for the next 2 months, we do have a ugly sweater, party that's coming up, and some projects on the event therapy side. But for the most part, we are relaxing. We're getting ready for the next decade. We are, of course, helping our cancer survivors and their caregivers, with the holidays. But for the most part, we are taking some self-care time so everyone can relax and get ready for the new year.
Absolutely. So definitely look out for Charessa. She's somebody to connect with. She's somebody to know. When you're looking for somebody to plan your event or do your next event, reach out to her. I have witnessed the amazing events that she has planned. Was blessed to be in the room at Essence Festival, and she is amazing. So, Charessa, would you please tell our listeners how they can follow you on all social media platforms and connect with you?
Yes, definitely connect with us. Social media, I love Instagram, so I'm on there a lot. So you can follow us at SC Visionary Services. That's our event business. You can also follow definitely Event Therapy Network. Please follow Event Therapy Network on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter for all of my platforms. So SC Visionary Services, Event Therapy Network. Follow us on Instagram and also Facebook. I'm also open to emails. So if you have any questions, you're looking to host an event, or you're looking for event therapy, coaching, or the membership program that we're working on right now, be sure to connect with us, and we'll definitely help you on your way.
Yeah, so connect with her today. Follow her on all social media platforms. So, Charessa, I want to thank you so, so much for taking the time out of your very busy schedule to come to the table today. This has been an amazing interview, and I cannot wait to invite you back to the table.
Oh, thank you so much, and I would love to invite you to our table as well. So again, we're stronger together, right?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. I look forward to coming to your table. I look forward to continuing to work with you and collaborate with you.
Thank you so much. I look forward to it as well.
Yes, yes, yes. So thank you again.
You're welcome.
So I would like to give a special thanks to Tammy Collins Marquis and John Schamberger. I would also like to give a special thanks to Dr. Kimberly McLemore and my intern Sarah from Tennessee State University and my intern Vontaria from Winston-Salem State University. You all may follow me on Facebook at Ashley Little and on Instagram at _Ashley A. Little. Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Creating Your Seat at the Table, where Ashley speaks with corporate professionals, celebrities, entrepreneurs, authors, and speakers who are transitioning or have transitioned to entrepreneurship.